Chelsea Football Club being sold and another name dashes their name into the ring. And guess what? This uncertainty leads to ramifications. Andreas Christensen's gone, Antonio Rudiger could be off somewhere else, and deals that were potentially done, such as Jules Koundé, are off the market. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kafkas, you guys, and today's video is going to be a difficult one to make because the ramifications of this uncertainty is great for me. I could sit here and talk about football all day, but I love this team. I love Roman Abramovich's posture onto this team. What he's done for us, I can never forget, nor can I ever want to badmouth him. But we need to talk about the future, and this video is going to cover it and is going to keep you well informed. Number one, the Saudi Arabia Sports Group are interested in Chelsea. It's a consortium, and guess what? Their CEO, Chelsea fan. We'll talk about it. Then Christensen, he's gone. Christensen has signed the pre-deal of it apparently with Barcelona. We're going to talk about that, what implications. A lot of people call him a traitor. I'll give you my thoughts on that. Antonio Rudiger, as if we needed to lose another centre-half. It looks like his deal could be gone and he could be moving over to Newcastle. And why? Because we will have an uncertainty in the boardroom. And finally, this one blows my mind. Jules Koundé, I've been telling you guys, is all but confirmed as a Chelsea player, right? Well, the deal could be off because of unforeseen circumstances, such as Roman Abramovich selling Chelsea. Let me break that deal down for you. That is reported by Fabrizio Romano. Let's get into it. But now that you've got the rundown, now that you know the 411 in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's aim for 300 likes in this video again. Listen, whenever you lot do this, it makes me smile. Whatever like you are, scroll down, hit the like button, and then write, it's for free. Number 15, if you were the 15th like, and so on. It goes a long way. Let's aim for 400. We're going for 400 today. Extra big challenge. Let's get on with the video. We're going to start with the biggest news, and then we're going to go in a chronological order that I deemed tells the story in the best way. We're starting with Andreas Christensen. Andreas Christensen is joining Barcelona. Goal.com are reporting it. Nazir Khalifia. I can't pronounce his name. We're going to go with Nazir. I'm sorry I butchered your name, bro. But Nazir is reporting it. All the outlets in Spain are reporting it. Andreas Christensen is all but confirmed as a Barcelona player. A lot of people are going to be calling him a traitor. I don't understand it, and I don't understand it one bit. Cobham graduate never gets the love that every other Cobham graduate gets. Been at the club for 6 to 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. That's first team basis. Won every trophy with the club, apart from a league title. No, he did win a league title. He won it in Conte's first year. This man has been there, done that, every single thing at the club. Yet people still never appreciated him to the level that he deserved to be appreciated. So guess what? He went looking somewhere else. If you have something special, make sure you keep it. In this case, I actually understand why Chelsea aren't renewing him. He was asking for 6 million net. That means 6 million after tax. That would put him as one of the highest earners at the club. Chelsea don't believe that he is worth that money. So if you don't believe he's worth that money at his age of 27, don't invest. And so I respect it. But he is no traitor. This player is joining Barcelona, he's joining Xavi, and he's going to be having a new career. Listen to this. He rejected other clubs in the Premier League out of respect for Chelsea. That is proper Chelsea. That is Andreas Christensen. Thank you very much for what you've done for this club. We will always love you and appreciate you. I understand the argument that people are saying. Look, he shouldn't play another game this season. I think it's pathetic. He's been playing the whole year negotiating the deal with Barcelona. Has it been bad this year? Be honest. No, he's been very good. He's been reliable. And if anything, he's got a point to prove and he wants to leave with another Champions League. He is a Champions League winner now. He wants to retain it and he will be performing for Chelsea for the last 6 months of his contract. We need to respect him. He needs to respect us. And at the end of the season, give him a big kiss and a hug and say, thank you, you double Champions League winner. You retained it. Now go to Barcelona and we'll do the treble next year. But for now, thank you, Christensen, for everything. I don't want to talk about you unless you're playing on the pitch. Let's move on to the next story. So we already know the deal with Roman Abramovich selling the club. And you already know my stance of what I want when people come into the club, what today I want them to do. I don't want them to be taking money out of the club. I want them investing in the club. I want them to build an entity, not a club that is going to get liquidated one day because we were going crazy with the money. A club that is well run, that invests in the right players at the right time, but also has a good culture about the team, promotes youth, a good women's team, a good entity that I can be proud of as a fan. That's what Roman was building at Chelsea. And I really loved what we got in the first 20 years of his progression. Now it's time to continue this. So a lot of names have been thrown into the hat. A lot of names have been thrown into the ring. And another team that is being reported now is Saudi Arabia Sports Group. While I don't know much about this, the one thing I can say is my experience with Saudi Arabian entities that owning football clubs, or Qataris owning football clubs, rich people owning football clubs from the Eastern world. They usually do it for fun. When you're a billionaire, you don't really do it as a business venture. It's usually, I want to earn a club and I'm going to invest drastically. And you can see this is the approach I want them to take. So the CEO of this company is a Chelsea fan. You see it for his Twitter picture. It's broadcasted. It has become very easy to learn. He's worth himself 2.7 billion, but he's coming in with a consortium. The consortium will be made up of the Saudi Arabia sports media. So this is good news in my opinion. Whether this happens, whether the Premier League even allows this to go through into fruition, we don't know, but it's going to be interesting and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. But this uncertainty causes issues, and issues cause trauma, and issues cause individuals to be worried about their future and anxiety to go up. Well, look at it this way. It looks like this is causing issues in the boardroom level. We don't know whether Marina Garaskeva will be there next year. We don't know whether Peter Cech will be there next year. And that is having a domino effect into players. Not only Andreas Christensen is a free agent this summer, Azpilicueta and Antonio Rudiger. I am resigned to letting Aspi go. I think it's the right time to let Aspi go. We need to move on. But with Rudiger, I don't want to let him go. I think he's a very good player. I think we can negotiate a great deal with him. And it looks like he has decided he won't be signing no pre-contract with any team until the summer. And that's when he'll sit down and negotiate his deal. But this is the key antithesis that we have to consider. Rudiger is going to be wanting to go to a team that is going to be competitive. So I don't understand this Newcastle link. If it was about money, I could see it. I think he wants to play at a top level. I think he's happy at Chelsea. And I think he just wants to be paid accordingly. I think he just wants to be respected in the way he's valued as an asset to this team. Personally, I've got no issue with Chelsea paying him anywhere between 180 to 200k gross, not after tax. I think that's the right venue for him to be at. If you think about where Kai Havertz is, where Mason and Reece James are going to be when the new deals come up, it makes sense for him to be in and around that region. So I hope this deal goes through, where he just re-signs and does not go to Newcastle. But we'll have to wait and see. Well, the one and only Jules Koundé. We've been linked with him for a while. I actually thought he would have been a Chelsea player by now, and there was a lot of rumours going around that he was very upset for not joining Chelsea, to the point where it affected his form at the start of the season. Jules Koundé is a player that Chelsea have been following for a while, and usually we know with Chelsea, right? When Chelsea want a player 9 out of 10 times, they chase him long enough, they get him. If it goes on for 2 windows, we get him in the 3rd. That's how it works. But in this case, it looks like due to unforeseen circumstances, we could potentially miss out, because the uncertainty just clouds judgment. And this is what the interesting thing is. All these existing plans that we had, if new ownership comes in, they might just dash it in the bin. They might literally just say, hold on, bruv, we don't want these players. We don't want Jules Koundé. I want to go get De Ligt. I want to go get Sergio Ramos. This is just hypothetical, but we have to sit down and think about this. And Fabrizio Romano is reporting the important thing here. This is the important. The deal that was pre-agreed could potentially be off now because of the uncertainty. So Chelsea fans, I think we need to be realistic. I think we need to be patient, and I think we need to hold back with our enthusiasm for the summer. But at the same time, we've got a season to look forward to. Every day there's going to be new names dashed in. Every day we're going to be linked with new players. I will be reporting the reliable sources for you guys. I'll be reporting the team news, the game news, the important transfer links. But we can't be getting in tied with, but this guy wants to buy it, this guy wants to buy it, because we don't know enough about these. Let's be patient. When there's more concrete evidence, I'll come out and give it to you guys. For now, Fabrizio Romano is reporting that the deal could potentially be off. But this is the gaff, guys. Hit the like button. Tomorrow, there will be a preview for the Norwich game, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. 400 likes is what we're aiming for in this video. Peace out. I'm out.